catastrophe for all these teams. T5's gonna go down. Now it's gonna be Ageless Brazen. Gets the double up, trying to cling to life, but there's still multiple members of 22 over here.
Oh, they're both pushing into him. H-Twin did such a good job. He gets another knock with a beautifully placed grenade.
22 is wanting to go for the crossroads position over here. It's
God.
oh, this must be a rescue situation. Nawandra is going to go down, so Hasten is going to get this one. Sorry, I was caught up watching the hot drop on top of each other as Hasten is going to walk away with 1 HP, so...
Well, I have to assume Buriram dropped here, and maybe also 22 wanted this.
You can see the fact that Canaxi's just on the one side of Death Star Trench. He's on the other one, Cheeksing over there in Azahar.
You know that with them dropping Campo Militar, that these kind of things are possible. He seems to have an eye on it. What is going on with the vehicles? The pressure is getting to them, I think.
It's the early rotations.
Oh, no.
There's a lot that's happening inside here. So Petrichor Road, while they were inside the safe zone, they had BBL.
So, I mean, Pio's looking to see if he can get a knock, and then he can get the reinforcements. I see BGP in their cars. Again, pre-rotations are the name of the game for them today. The rest of the team's pretty much sitting pat, and it's going to drift towards Hacienda. Oh, my goodness.
This is interesting. Let's keep Death Star Trench in there. Let's keep the flatlands that are going to be north of Hacienda across that road. Water treatment not going to be in it, just on the outskirts. But Hacienda, we still even have Minas Generalis and Graveyard. This is...
I don't know where this one's going to end.
This is a gamble. This is just trying to get in. Buriram's already going to try to condense in quite quickly. A lot of our teams in the north already moving into that. Well, Gen G has got a goal, and that goal is going to be having to contend with T5 that's pretty close. Unfortunately, Anonix is already going to go down, and while they only have one game, I don't think that Gen G is going to win.
I don't understand this. I fully don't understand this matchup. They had a okay-ish spot that wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, but this is ambitious. I don't feel like they had enough information to be making this move. Now, Adder around the corner gets Patam Kong, getting it another no. Gen G, one and done, in and out. They are out of PGC.
That's a solid defensive line coming out there. So last in, first out. Got some balance to the force coming in as Linderlost is going to be venturing in and is going to realize, hey, nope, I do not want to go any further in this one.
Like,
BBL.
You know, it's with FaZe just doing it previously, maybe it's going to be one of those historic teams in PUBG Esports that's going to come through here and break in. The Sonics, Petrichor Road, New Happy, teams like that that have, you know, storied histories, PCS victories. That is a hard shift and a half. So this is great for USG. This is frankly great for Bagel Pa. Of course, it's great for T5. A lot of teams on the south have to make moves.
That area around safety. The east is about to pop off. BGB's making a rotation along over here. We also have Tyloo that has managed to stop. GX is coming along over here as well. New Happy's going to be pathing into this area. SGD still trying to make that path, but it's going to be right next to Entropic, so Nalef is going to be able to get the down into it. And this is just all about the crossroads. Everybody is trying to send it in to try to find some safety. These couple of dips are just providing anything for these tries to try to survive it.
This is really difficult for SGD. There's just too much underneath them that's open in the southern part of the circle, so they're going to start getting ripped apart here between multiple teams. Leo still alive on his motorcycle, going to make a desperate run, but no, you're absolutely right. It's just too hard on a motorcycle with how good these players are. That's, you know, there's just, that spot is good if there's nothing underneath you available in the circle.
Ain't done yet. We still got Tyloo trying to gatekeep out GEX with New Happy that's going to be right back behind them. They can unload a ton of firepower.
Well, they've got a huge problem in this position. This spot is currently under the purview of New Happy with Ming Ming getting a knock. If they push up over this hill, the Donuts actually have an angle. Sia is just so clean on that spray. A stun's going to back him up. Nana from New Happy doing a little bit of damage. You know, fair play here, doing damage to both teams. Zipion gets the knock on to CC from afar with his SLR. This is mutually assured destruction for Tyloo and GEX, it looks like.
This southern area just being a little bit taller on the Death Star Trench side. Oh my God, we're even going back into the fields even more? Okay, sorry, going back into GEX, still just trying to cling to life over here. You can see that trying to reset. New Happy's probably just going to be content to let them be. But my God, Paper, where do these teams go? Like hay bales?
This is really, really tough. If you're on the edge, you want to wait. That's 2 down for GEX, and there is just not much hope with Zen on the left. Okay, that's a knock onto Sia. Not too bad, holding the angle. You know, there's Rez is being attempted, but he doesn't have any damaging utility, so no mollies, no frags. Zennon continuing to kind of roam around the edge of this shack, seeing if he can finish off Tyloo, but they've got Rezes, they've got health.
And New Happy is even coming along over here. It looks like they're trying to see if they can mop up whatever's going on. Tongs doesn't get the cleanest capability to move forward. Xenon still holding back behind this one. New Happy might get vision in just a second. CC, the rest of the team is going to move forward. They're going to go down, but looks like it's just going to be in time. BBL now making the run in. Looks like BGP wants to go in the same direction, as this is going to be up near the north. T5 is going to be distracted, so this is its own contained, I guess, Mad Max firefight.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit tough for BGP. You've still got Tianba to their west, who isn't in the circle, and they're going to have to fight for it. USG, in the meantime, has found a knock in this defensive position, trying to hold New Happy out. This is a super important fight for both of these teams, of course. Americano going to step up to the stairs, see if he can get a better angle down. Zipion rolling in late, but okay, that's 2 down here. New Happy, just 2 left.
Got to be careful off that corn, getting into a good position. Americano's on the outside of this when Non's trying to make a push in, does find some safety. Corn's going to be on the other side of it. He is going to get dropped by Non. New Happy trying to cling to life right here. They've got to be careful. Tyloo's going to be coming up back behind them at any given second. They know that they need to make some form of defensive stand. Americano being down, now moving in. The spread across this, they don't want to really go after Jan just yet. Instead, they want to secure the area, and it's going to be Keen that's going to be way up to the north.
Oh, Kane finds the flush, though. That's painful for New Happy. Only 2 members alive, and there's only 1 for USG because there's actually Mime from the Sonics who got a knock onto Americano up in the top of this building. And Non knows it. He knows he can go up there and clean this out for free. Meanwhile, Tyloo, oh, God, Furry Rob! Kanaxi just wipes him out with a well-placed grenade.
That one just hurts to go out. And the chicken dinner last game that way is just... that one's going to hurt you for a while. Now, New Happy looking in. Looks like they're starting to rally, but it's going to be yet again finding some capabilities inside. Now, just a 1v1 over here.
This is tough, man. This is really tough. I mean, you can see how important this is to both teams, fighting tooth and nail. And Kane trying to go for the res. New Happy trying to set up some smokes, see if maybe they can get one of their own. Buriram still kind of looming on the edge of all of this. Non sees HS, and he's going to make the run. I think this res potentially, nope, it's actually going to be USG who's able to get up and running first and able to find the finish.
See, now waiting on the next circle, and is the torture going to continue? Are we going to move more fields? We're going to keep a decent chunk of it in there. We have just teams now that have been clinging to the edge. They're going to have to make a move. BBL in a chicken dinner game, but you don't have choices here anymore.
This is tough. This is really, really tough. Even for some of the teams on the south, can actually trying to make the drive-by with Cheeksing in the car. They're just trying to put some pressure down, put some spray into the Sonics, but now you have the Tropic right up ahead. This should be the end of Buriram.
Rolls in, and yeah, good spray is going to be coming out from Evos. Go ahead and pick up both of them. So now Buriram's going to get eliminated as well. With this, USG is trying to creep their way out of everything that's going on to the east, as it's going to be T5 that gets some vision. Sonics is still playing right along that line, is harassing them, but BGP, T5, none of them have been able to move forward yet.
Position for them, except that Polish Powers compound is still in the next circle, so it's going to have some purview on the bottom edge of that triangle
this is,
hill.
I gotta say, kind of rough for China right now whenever we look at how this is going. Petrichor Road trying to make their run in, but it's gonna be BBL, Code Marco, Smash, yet again, trying to make sure that they survive. It's gonna be PO on the opposite side of it, does manage to get down onto Code Marco. This is getting to be pretty back and forth. DG98 is gonna come in and support, but it's gonna be Tiemba that goes ahead and flushes out one section of this. Smash has gotta be careful, as it's also gonna be T5 making a push right back behind him. He's trying to move through all of this, but it is just so messy. Blind sprays, just trying to cling to life. It's gonna be PO just on the other side of this. He's just trying to get away, figure out what is happening. It's gonna be T5 still continuing their pursuit.
How is Smash still alive? That one should be good. Yeah, he's done. He's done. Smash, no heroics to be found for BBL, and they too are eliminated from PGC 2022 for his efforts. Gonna go for the heal. Still 3 frags sitting in there. PO somehow, some way hanging on, but this grenade from Ranger X, unless that first aid gets off in time, it just barely did. Goodness gracious. I mean, by the skin of his teeth, PO's getting through. Never mind. There you go. The grenade is going to finish it. Rossiter Jr. takes him out. T5 has control of the northern edge.
Might just choose to wait, see how this fight goes, and Haven already spotted out.
I mean, if the Sonics can do some damage to T5, keep them at bay, and if a good grenade from Petrichor Road can do some serious damage to 22, it might be enough for Sonics, but they have to re-rotate. There were no knocks. They couldn't push in time.
Smoke walls come out now. It's going to be 22 trying to push into this area. A Aixlip trying to hold up with Long, gets some vision in, does get some knocks, but it is just going sheer on chaos. Sonic's rolling into the same area. Now, it's just going to be 22 trying to move in, Aixlip trying to dance around, but that's going to be Petrichor Road eliminated as well. With this, T5 comes in right back behind Entropic, and Sonics do manage to get one member in safety along that wall.
Man, Entropic still holding on with all four. There's grenades all over the place. Tons of damage being done, but no knocks. Entropic doing a really good job of staying active, staying spread out, not getting anybody down.
Haven still looking in. There are so many teams just right over here right now. T5 cannot figure out a way to breach into this, and it's going to be Gazera that gets the knock onto one of them. H1 is just chilling out, hoping the fact that all of these teams will somehow protect him. Looking up the hillside, but it's going to be 22 that's moving so close into this one. Goes for the spray in, and instead you can see it is just a catastrophe for all these teams. T5's going to go down. Now it's going to be H1 sprays it, gets the double up, trying to cling to life, but there's still multiple members of 22 over here.
Oh, they're both pushing into him. H-Win did such a good job. He gets another knock with a beautifully placed grenade. Can he keep holding on? This is an absolute miracle so far from H-Win. 22 right on the other edge of this hill.
Two different teams he's trying to hold back right now, and they have got to reset, move away. They do not even know what's going on. It's got to be near on impossible to track what's going on inside this kill feed as the circle moves still into the field. Who would have thought Tiamba hiding out behind some hay bales would be in one of the safest spots in this game?
It's really, really amazing that Tiamba has been able to hang on in that position on the western side as long as they have. All the credit in the world to them. Win has
resets.
Four members of, I know, everybody's getting the resets, everybody's getting the reses. Win fighting tooth and nail. He's stuck in between them. I mean, the good news in a way is that neither really wants to push over that hill because they don't want to take any damage trying to flush him out. And now we see tons of damage being to Tiamba. Now finally this field position pays its toll.
H1, he put up a heroic attempt, but he is going to go out. Sonic's run now completed. 22 still over here next to Entropic. You can see that Polish Power has moved in, trying to get center control. Two members is all they managed to get into this point. But hey, it's better than what we managed to see Tiamba just with their one get inside the circle.
Yeah, it's great patience here from Polish Power. Tiamba is in tatters. There is very little hope for them at this point with only one left. Four members of Polish Power. Cappy taking some damage trying to drive into the rest of his team there. Entropic going to load up in their very beat up vehicles, but a few hard top Morados in good enough condition that they can make a run for some of these field positions that had to be well, they didn't have to be. They got knocked away from Tiamba. Much damage being found with these spray and prays.
Tiamba, oddly enough, is going to be the one that connects onto Marslick, as everyone right now is joining forces to go after Polish Power and the defensive line that they've managed to hold up in this. But 22 still cannot quite find it. Finally getting a knock. They have to figure out, is this going to be their moment? There's already two down. It's a 2v3, and they know if they move into that spot, though, EIQ and Tiamba both are going to be taking shots. So hesitation now mounting. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Vehicle now finally flips away, and now Polish Power has lost most of their cover, just one up.
Yeah, you can see that they know it, and they're going to try to punish it here, just putting some damage down into the knocked players of Polish Power. Cappy should be able to get this res onto Crunio, it looks like, with Entropic keeping the pressure onto Tiamba. Actually, he has to turn his attention to Tiamba momentarily after the res. They're the ones who have an angle into him. Entropic trying to help alleviate that pressure. 9 down to very, very little help, but Tiamba's out of this next circle. They have to find a way in.
It looks like RNGesus is going to go ahead and take down Tiamba for everybody. His nail-up is going to pick up the kills, and now there's just 3 left. Who's going to go on to the grand finals? 22 now using this opportunity to crest the hillside, but that means Entropic can now see them. A very weakened Polish Power has managed to get their res off and still managing to hold on to 2.
3-man force of 22 comes up and over that edge that they're ready for. However, there's a lot of damage done. Cappy's already going to get 1. It's going to be 2 for Cappy. Polish Power wipes out 22.
And now Entropic on the move. They are pushing in as hard as they can see. They've got the rock in front of them. Instead, it's just going to be a defensive line that's just going to try to contain anything that Polish Power is going to try to bring. Crunio's down. Just 1 up, spraying back into what could be any type of firefight. He's going to go down. And there you go. Entropic are going to be our last team to go to the grand finals.
What a performance there in that game. Tons of kills to boot. Able to hold down that dip in between the hills north of Hacienda so well.